Yellow Jackets, and welcome to Bobby Dodd Stadium. On the campus of Georgia Tech, my name is Bryce Zimmerman. I'm joined alongside Siobhan Rodriguez, and we are a part of Institute Communications and our Graduation Day Commencement Live show. So we've got Siobhan, we've got myself here, and this is the day that we've been waiting for all semester long. We love the fall commencement. It's a little bit chilly, but we're happy to see everyone out here for the master ceremony.
A little chilly, but all smiles around, which makes me so happy because this is such a joyous occasion, and getting to see everybody just feel the excitement and all of the time that they've invested just to get to this point is just so special. And what better special way to do so than just share through pictures and videos, and we would love to see them as well. So anybody taking pictures today, make sure you use the hashtags GT24 and hashtag Ramblin' On so we can share on our platforms as well.
So this is Commencement Live. We're about a 30-minute pre-show to bring you up to the start of the ceremony here in Bobby Dodd Stadium. Now we can hear everyone, or you guys can hear us all across Bobby Dodd Stadium. We're going to introduce you to many students, but we also have another member of our team over on the field. It's Evan Atkinson. Evan, what's up over there?
Appreciate that, Bryce. Siobhan. Yes, you guys heard Siobhan. We want to see all your pictures and videos and use the hashtag GT24 for us to see all those. But as I mentioned, I'm Evan Atkinson, and my goal here on the field is to introduce you to as many students as possible over the next 30 minutes or so as we lead up to the start of commencement. I might talk a little bit about the regalia that you all are wearing, just provide a little extra information, and just provide a little entertainment and highlight as many students as I said in this time. But let's make sure we start. I'm going to send you guys back to Bryce and Siobhan.
All right, thank you very much, Evan. It's time to get to know our students right now. Let's introduce you to Carla Worley.
I've been involved with Georgia Tech for over 25 years now. My husband is a chemical engineering graduate, and we've been season ticket holders for the past 25 years. And really just enjoyed the experience. We've raised our children here. I've got 3 daughters. One daughter is a biomedical engineering major, and my middle daughter actually just got accepted into the industrial engineering program. Being a part of Georgia Tech for so many years, it's been really something I've always wanted to do, is to be an alumni. This opportunity to be a part of the executive MBA program has just been incredible. And my husband and I, and also family, we have a strong commitment to giving back and also commitment to education. This year we've decided to make a donation in terms of a scholarship endowment, supporting kids through scholarship to have the opportunity to study abroad and have that same chance to broaden their perspectives in the international program. I really feel like that this experience through Georgia Tech has been a bar-raising moment for me in the professional space and the knowledge that I'm able to take back into the work that I do with Amazon. Go Jackets!
And here we are with Carla. You know, what an opportunity for you to be able to graduate from Georgia Tech, but to do it here at Bobby Dodd Stadium, where you have been a 25-year season ticket holder. I have to know, where have you sat in this stadium when you're watching football?
Well, first, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. And for the past 25 consecutive years, we have been Georgia Tech football ticket holders, and currently we sit in the club section, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, what's your favorite football memory from your time coming as a fan?
You know, it's really having my kids grow up in the football stadium here. We've been coming to Tech football games and really treat it like a family day. We go out and do tailgating. We come and we have so many friends inside the stadium. It's just a lot of fun.
And you are a whole family of Yellow Jackets, right?
Yes, my husband graduated with chemical engineering, and my oldest daughter is currently studying biomedical engineering and will graduate next year, and my middle daughter was just accepted into industrial engineering. And I am still hoping for my youngest to consider tech too.
And that was just on Friday that your middle child got in, so very, very cool, very exciting. And I also want to know, what was it like for you to go to class, you're doing it in a different program, but at the same time, at the same institute as your oldest daughter?
Well, it was inspiring to see how hard she was working through the program. They talk about Georgia Tech and getting through towards graduation, and I certainly saw how much resilience that she had and working hard. She also had the opportunity to study abroad. She spent 2 different semesters studying abroad, and also just me getting into the classroom again. I'll have to say I was a bit nervous to raise my hand those first couple of weeks, but I have an incredible cohort in the Executive MBA program, a lot of collaborative moments with the professors, and they facilitated very strong discussions in the classroom and beyond. So it's just been an incredible experience here.
That is amazing. Now tell us, who is here supporting you today?
Oh, my family. They're in the stadiums.
Do you want to give them a little shout out?
Yes, they're over there on the left-hand side. So hi, Greg, Maisie, Josie, and Ansley. I'm so excited that you're here, and thank you so much for supporting me over the past 17 months for me to have this opportunity to graduate today.
A familiar setting for your family in the stands, but this time to see you be celebrated as a master's student. Let's head over to Evan, who is with a couple of our excited master's students as well.
All right, appreciate that, Bryce. Yes, I have pulled 2 more of today's graduates out of the crowd. They're probably a little nervous because they weren't expecting this. But yes, I'm going to have you introduce yourself, both of you, just your first, last name, and what you're earning your degrees in.
Hi, my name is Asma Kimani, and I'm earning my degree in bioinformatics.
I'm Lauren Fogel, and I'm also getting a degree in bioinformatics.
Okay, so I have to ask, at least for you, why bioinformatics, right? Like for me, that's something I've never heard of, right? There's so many different things that you can do here at Tech and earn a degree in. Why was that degree for you?
I chose bioinformatics because I wanted to use computer science in the biological field to investigate genomic data sets and just really understand biology on a deeper level.
Now, that's really cool. And I kind of mentioned this beforehand, kind of off camera, about, what's your favorite memory here at Georgia Tech? I think you guys might share a similar memory. What is your favorite memory while you were here at Tech?
It's definitely the U Miami game. We got to rush the fields when we won, and it was so much fun. Yeah.
Okay, well, now even though you guys are graduating, you guys can still come back to Georgia Tech football games and still, root on your Yellow Jacket. But before I let you all go, is there anybody here or watching online you want to say hi to or thank you to, for helping you along in your journey?
I'd like to say thank you to my parents and my brother and my fiance for supporting me.
And I'd like to say thank you to my parents and my brother.
All right, that is 2 more of today's master's graduates. But for now, we're going to send you right back to Bryce and Siobhan.
We're back here at the Rec and joined by Aviv Kohav. Now, Aviv, we have to say something. I'm sorry about this. You did your undergraduate studies in Athens, but it was during COVID time. So how has this experience been different than what you experienced over at Georgia?
Yeah, so UGA was actually my safety school. I didn't want to go there. It was not my choice.
What we like to
We
hear.
love to hear that.
Fun fact, I actually thought about applying to Georgia Tech, but I was stung by Yellow Jackets like 10 times when I was like 10 years old, and I just decided not to apply because of that. It was kind of a joke. But when I ended up coming here, I just felt right at home, because at UGA, not only was I going there through COVID, I just felt like I didn't really belong. I didn't really vibe with the students. But when I came here, it was a completely different vibe. Everyone was really nerdy in the best way that just fit with me. So it was just such a better experience.
And you, like other students here at Tech, have changed paths during the collegiate process. So what brought that on, and what made you study what you did?
Yeah, so I thought I was going to be a doctor. I was going to be a cardiothoracic surgeon, but I took a neuroanatomy class, and I realized that I actually hate anatomy, which didn't exactly bode well for med school. And on the other hand, I was looking for research opportunities, and I ended up doing research in a robotic guide dog, which was kind of crazy. I never thought I would do something like that, and I just kind of fell in love with engineering and the CS aspect of engineering. So that's kind of where I ended up.
All right, shout out time. Who do you want to say hi to out there?
To all my friends, Arik, Noah, and Adam.
All right, that is Aviv, who is a graduate of Georgia, but soon to be a master's graduate of Georgia Tech, and join the alumni here on the flats. And we've got a message from our Alumni Association.
I am here on the field with another one of today's amazing graduates. Can you introduce yourself and tell everybody what degree you're earning today?
Yes, hi everyone, I'm Drishti Jain and I'm earning my Masters of Science in Computer Science today.
Okay, so you already have your undergraduate degree in computer engineering. Why come back and get another degree? Like, why choose to get another degree in computer science?
I wanted to specialize in machine learning, and Georgia Tech is a top institution for it. So I wanted to come back, get into Georgia Tech, and get out of Georgia Tech.
No, that's amazing. But while you were here, you really soaked it up. You were involved in a lot of different things. I have rec radio, invention studio, paper and clay. Why do all these things while earning your master's? Like, why was it important to you to be so involved while you were here?
Tech is a great place for anybody who loves STEM, and I'm somebody who loves STEM. Getting involved, especially with Invention Studio or the Big Data Club, just helped me connect with more peers and upskill myself.
Okay, so you were involved in so much. Do you have a favorite place on campus? You were involved with so many different things, even places I haven't seen on campus, like inside of rec radio. Do you have a favorite place?
So rec radio is for sure the top on the list. The second competing best is the 3D printing area in Invention Studio.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, well, what's next for you, right? You get to graduate today. You're earning your master's in CES. What's next for Drishti?
So the next for Drishti is I'm moving to the Bay Area to pursue a career in big tech, and I'm invited to speak at a lot of tech conferences. So you'll see me there, and I'll be publicizing my book. So I'll be promoting it across.
All right, that's amazing. Well, it's the time to tell people you love who are here supporting you, thank you or hi.
So a big thank you to my brother Samyak and my parents. They're all here, and especially my mom, who's been my pillar of strength throughout.
That's amazing. All right, well, I'll have you step off this way, and I'm actually going to have you come in here. Can you introduce yourself and tell everybody what degree you're earning? I see you have a different stole here. We're going to talk a little bit about regalia, but first I'm going to have you introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're earning.
My name is Rusuzon Glube. I'm from South Africa, and I was doing Masters in Analytics.
Okay, and it's the thing I'm always curious about is, why was that degree for you, right? I earned my degree in communication, so when I hear all the different vast degrees that people choose to do here at Tech, I'm always in awe. Why was that degree for you and the one that you decided to pursue?
So before pursuing this, I had a chat with my CTO for where I work, and he asked me the question, with your current skills right now, do you think you'll be able to get into the banking environment or insurance companies? And the answer was, I'm not too sure. So he said, instead of pursuing a business-related program, why not further your studies into something technical? So Masters in Analytics was the one that talked more to me.
That's amazing. All right, while I have you here, I'm going to talk a little bit about regalia. Lily, I'll have you kind of focus on things. I'm going to run through this really quick. But each student graduating today, regalia is actually made of 100% recycled plastic bottles. So each outfit actually has 23 to 27 plastic bottles in each. So our master's graduate students today are wearing the traditional black gown that comes to a point, and the gowns are adorned with that Georgia Tech seal. And the master's signs are lined with white and gold, and you'll see the hood color, right? His here in orange. His hood color is matching their major. And so when you see these students walking around today, make sure you ask them what they earn when you see those. And if you see anybody with cords, that means they have earned honors. But for now, we're actually going to send it to you a package to learn more about Samuel Luong.
Tech Tower for me has always symbolized that beacon of innovation, that beacon of service, of making technologies that help the world. And being a photographer, I have definitely taken my fair share of photos of folks in front of Tech Tower. And the way that it makes people light up, you really see people feeling in that moment that they belong at Georgia Tech, and to really capture that emotion, it really has meant the world to me. And I feel so honored to be up here finally. Being up here, it truly is such an honor. I feel like I'm making my mark with all of these other graduates who have put their mark on Georgia Tech and have gone on to really make a difference in the world, which is what I want to do one day, is to really make the technologies to make the world a better place.
It is a select few of undergraduate students that get to go up into Tech Tower. You are an undergraduate student here at Georgia Tech, but also now getting your master's, and you're able to sign your name up at Tech Tower. What was that experience like for you?
It was the most amazing thing. To be up there and to really see all of these people who have made huge contributions to society, to the world, and be able to sign my name up there with all of them, it just fills me with so much hope and so much emotion. And truthfully, I don't even know how I feel even now. It was truly a memorable experience, and something I will remember forever.
Well, I hope you took a lot of pictures, and I know photography is a hobby of yours, and you were also able to, share that hobby at hundreds of events here at Tech. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started my photography while I was here at Tech. I remember going to my first event, Take a Prof, and to be able to grow that into not only doing photography for the Student Center, but for student engagement and well-being, and being able to go to a large plethora of events, from tech dining to CRC to housing. It's been an honor, truly, and to be able to see people's emotions at all of these events and to really help them capture it, tell their story, and to share it with them later and to see how they just light up. It's meant the world to me, and something that I will also always remember.
It'll be strange not to see you at many of the events on campus with your camera. Anybody you want to say hi to out there today?
Yes. I wanted to thank my parents who are out there, and my two brothers, and to all the friends and all the lifelong friends at that who have come out to support me, and to all the mentors and so many people over the years who I've had the honor of building a relationship with.
That is Samuel Luong. He is graduating with a master's in aerospace. Let's head over to Evan, as we have so many people here on our campus that not only go to school here, but also are a part of the staff and help keep students safe. Evan is with one of those right now.
Yes, appreciate that, Bryce. Yes, I am here with Flynn. Can you tell everybody what your degree you're earning here today?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm earning a Master's of Science in International Security.
Okay, so international security. And Bryce mentioned it, but you are here, part of the team that keeps people safe. You work with our Georgia Tech Police Department. What was it like working with GTPD, but like working here and also being a student balancing all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. It was really invaluable. I think it was wonderful to be able to collaborate with some of my fellow peers while also working with my coworkers in an attempt to make campus more safe and secure.
Okay, and so, how do you plan to use this degree, right? You already have a job, right? But you're earning it in something that's adjacent to that. How do you plan on kind of parlaying your new skills with your current job?
Yeah, I think that for the time being, I'm going to stay with the Georgia Tech Police Department and really do whatever I can to contribute there. But eventually, I'd really like to transition to the federal government and use what I've learned in my degree as well as at the department to kind of make a larger impact.
No, that is amazing, and we appreciate everything that you all do here. I'm sure you, as like everybody else here, has somebody supporting you, either watching online or here. Do you have anybody that you want to say thank you to, or hi?
Yeah, I actually have some family out in the stands, but I also have a lot watching online in Canada, so I'd like to say hi to them, and then as well as my brother Tyler, who's really been my guardian angel throughout my degree.
All right, that is amazing. That is Flynn. But right now, we're going to introduce you to Lauren Paulson.
I flew over here from the UK with 2 suitcases at 18 years old, and I started my undergrad in mechanical engineering. During my freshman fall, they had this event called Week of Welcome, and Drama Tech does stuff during that week called Open House, which is essentially you put on an entire show in 1 week. And so I was like, well, I really was going to stop doing theater, but I'll do it for a week. And then I sort of just never left. Then this past fall, I directed our big fall main stage show, which was really exciting, getting to work with all of these different teams as a actual director for that theater. The spring of my freshman year, someone told me about the Yellow Jacket Flying Club, and I started, and then now I've gotten my private pilot's license and my instrument rating. A club on campus can nominate you to potentially be one of 2 Rambling Royalty recipients. Drama Tech nominated me. I got an email that I was in the final few, which was really insane. Even if I didn't get it, still being on the field, getting to meet Cabrera on the field, getting to walk in the homecoming parade, getting to go to the alumni reception. I will actually be leaving this spring to do a Pathways internship with NASA down in Huntsville, so I'll be gone this spring. But back in May, I'll be returning, continuing on for my PhD. I want to thank my family, ASDL, and the School of Mechanical Engineering. Go Jackets!
And we're here with Lauren by the Rec. And one of the things that I noticed in your video is your connection to the arts. And that's something that a lot of people out there don't necessarily equate Georgia Tech to, but kind of what are the state of the arts at Georgia Tech in your mind? Because I feel like this is one of the more creative campuses that it doesn't get credit for.
Yeah, I think the arts at Georgia Tech are so important and have been so important for me to develop school skills outside of engineering, presentation skills, design skills when I present my work, but also so important for creating that community and also the kind of arts we do here because of that tech is so different. The detail in our sets, in our lights, in the actual way we produce music using technology is unlike I've seen at any other institution.
Well, it sounds like you created such a great community here at Tech, so congratulations on all of that. Now tell us, who's supporting you here today?
Yeah, so my parents and grandparents are in the audience and I want to thank them. And of course, I want to thank my research lab, ASDL, and I want to support the entire School of Aerospace Engineering who has helped me out so much.
All right, thank you very much, Lauren, for joining us. You can see her video on the Georgia Tech YouTube in the coming days. Very, very cool, and congratulations to you. Let's head back over to Evan on the field.
Yes, I am here with Purnima. Now, Purnima, can you let everybody know how you ended up here at Georgia Tech? You kind of have a pretty interesting story.
Hi, thank you for having me here. So it's a fun story. I visited Georgia Tech with my son for his Gold Carpet Day, but I got inspired. This vibe is very contagious, and I ended up Georgia Tech and graduating before him.
That is so funny that you even graduated before him. Well, we'll welcome you back here soon enough for his graduation. But you did so many things while you were here at Georgia Tech. You really dove into the culture. Why did you take advantage of so many things over the last 17 months?
I feel like Georgia Tech is full of opportunities, and it's a treasure trove. It's up to us how much we are taking from here. It's come with a big container and take how much ever you want to do. It was so rewarding to give back to the community, and that's what all about the Georgia Tech is.
Okay, so I have to ask you, what's next for you? I think you might be going into business for yourself or starting something yourself.
Oh yeah, entrepreneurship is my passion, and Georgia Tech reignited my passion, and my next one is start working on my startup and come up with launch it with the help of Startup Launch.
That's amazing. All right, what's your chance? Tell somebody that you love them or thank you that's been supporting you over the last 17 months.
My big shout out to my family, faculty, and my cohorts. They are my strong pillars in this program. And congratulations to all the graduates today.
Thank you so much. That's Purnima. We're going to keep this moving. We're going to send you right back to Bryce.
Okay, we are here now with Atul Verma, who is getting his degree at the age of 52 with his master's degree. We're going to hear a little more from you later, so I don't want to give it all away. But what attracted you to Georgia Tech after basically a long career working with some pretty major industry partners?
Yeah, that's a great question. We live in Atlanta now, so when I was looking for a late career master's degree, what better place than Georgia Tech?
Yeah, what better place? I mean, it's number one in Atlanta.
Correct. Yeah, and enjoyed the time here, and that's how I applied for the program and ended up being accepted in the program, and here I am graduating today, actually.
It's only that easy, right?
Yeah.
Now tell me a little bit more, because I can barely, juggle 2 things, let alone 3 or 4. So tell me how it was juggling, the work-life balance and also studying here at Tech.
So this is a fairly rigorous program, and there were moments in the program when I was like, what am I doing here, actually, right? This is really difficult, but you just have to organize yourself, keep your motivation up. Friends and family help. You need all the support you can at home, at work, and that all helped, actually, and ended up finishing the program.
All right, we're going to hear more from Atul, but congratulations real quick. Anybody you want to say hi to?
Yeah, hi to family here in US and in India, and thank you to all my friends who helped me get here. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, we've got one more student to introduce you to, and he's the aptly named Mason Starr. Take a look.
I wanted to come back to school and study operations more. I'd fallen in love with it. So I was looking at schools to go to and found Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech gave me an opportunity that none of the other schools could, which was hands-on experience with real spacecraft, operating them in flight. When I was a kid, I was drawn to STEM as a whole. That's kind of where I excelled. I did have a lot of interest in space when I was younger. And a kid, I kind of, at some point, almost tampered that down and said, it's okay, like you're not going to be able to work in space, right? Like what are the odds of that? And here I am. I originally joined my undergraduate with the intention of being a deep space astronomer. I got some experience doing that and realized that, deep space astronomy is incredibly cool, but it's so far away. And for me, I like something a little bit closer to home, like a satellite that's operating at the next planet over, super close, right? So I came to Georgia Tech as a first-year master's student intending to do the PhD track. And I became the operations lead for a NASA satellite called Lunar Flashlight. Tiny CubeSat, about this big. NASA JPL created the spacecraft and then contracted Georgia Tech to operate it. So I became the operations lead for that satellite in flight. Georgia Tech now, we've done enough work with NASA here in the Space Systems Design Lab that we have a reputation for being people who can deliver and deliver on a pretty aggressive timeline. I'm incredibly lucky, and so is everybody else that got to be involved with this process. We were the first university in the world to operate an interplanetary small satellite mission. That's a huge deal, right? I have fallen in love with operating spacecrafts. My specialty is interplanetary mission operations, but I'm getting more experienced with Earth orbiting missions as well, and I absolutely want to stay in spacecraft operations. It's so fun, it feels like an adventure, and it requires some really out-of-the-box thinking in order to get the work done. I love it, and I'm not going to switch to anything else.
Bit more about him. What is going to be next for you after you graduate today?
I'm coming right back to Tech for the PhD, studying spacecraft operations even more, hoping to change the way we do that.
Okay, so you're going to be coming back for another degree, but before we let you go, because I guess we'll have you in another graduation, tell everybody that hi or that you love them who's here supporting you.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my parents, my girlfriend in the crowd, everyone that was involved in the Lunar Flashlight project, my advisor, Dr. Glenn Lightsey, and just everyone that supported me here throughout the years. Thank you.
All right, that's amazing. That is amazing, but it's almost time to start this up. I'm going to send you back to Bryce so we can kick things off.
All right, no more waiting. It is time for your commencement. Congratulations, master's graduates. Let's get this thing going.
Good morning and welcome. Buenos dias. Bienvenidos. Please rise and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the home of the home of the brave, the brave.
The treble choir, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Please be seated. My name is Angel Cabrera, and I have the privilege of serving as Georgia Tech's president. And before we get started today, I would like for us to take a moment to recognize all veterans, active duty members, and first responders who are with us today. If you have served in any branch of the U.S. military or have served as a first responder, please rise so we can thank you for your service. Thank you. Graduates, members of the faculty and staff, and distinguished guests, families, friends, my heart is full as I welcome you to the 267th commencement exercises at the Georgia Institute of Technology. It is a true pleasure to be together in celebration of these graduates and their academic achievements. We have a few special messages for you today. The first one is from one of our graduating students. I am pleased to introduce Atul Verma, a master's degree candidate in computer science, who will give the student reflection. Atul? Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Cabrera. Good morning, fellow graduates, members of the staff, friends, and family. Today is a momentous occasion for each one of us, and I'm deeply honored to stand here with you. As someone on the other side of a successful career, and now at 52 years old, graduate in computer science, I offer a unique perspective on embracing challenges at every stage of life. When British mountaineer George Mallory was asked why he wanted to climb Mount Everest, he famously answered, "Because it's there." That response, simple yet profound, speaks to something deeply human in us, the drive to take on challenges, not because we must, but because they exist. Think about those words for a moment. Because it's there. Not because it's easy, not because someone said he should, but George Mallory took on the greatest challenge known to man at that time, just because the mountain stood there waiting to be conquered. Life, my friends, is full of mountains. Some you see coming from miles away, others appear when you least expect them. Some seem impossible, while others look like mere hills. But every single one of them asks the same question: will you climb? At 52, I realized something important, that I've been climbing all my life. Some of you are just beginning, fresh out of school and ready to take on the world. Others like me have taken winding roads to get here. It does not matter when you start climbing. What matters is that you do. This celebration today is the proof that we all are still climbing, still striving, and still growing. When I decided to return to school, there were plenty of reasons not to. Time, work and home responsibilities, and the weight of a career that already demanded so much. But I asked myself, what if I don't? What if I choose to stay comfortable? And then I thought of Mallory's words, because it's there. The challenge was there, and I knew I had to rise to it. Not because anyone expected it, but because I expected it from myself. I stand here today not as someone who has already climbed a few mountains, but as someone ready for the next one. Like many of you, I'm about to step into the unknown. It's scary, it's terrifying, but more than that, it's exciting. There are always new mountains to climb, no matter how old you are and how far you have come. The moment you stop climbing, you stop growing, and I'm not done growing yet. As you grow forward, there will be times when the adversities of life will hit you. You will doubt yourself when the climb seems too steep, too hard. But in those very moments, remember those words. Remember that the mountains in your life are not there to stop you. They are there to test you, to make you stronger, and show you what you are truly capable of. The degree you receive today is not the end. It's the beginning of your next climb. It's the proof that you've already conquered one mountain and you're ready for the next one. So go on, find your Everest. When the world asks, why climb? Why take the risk? Why push yourself? And why keep going? Look them in the eye and say, because it's there. Thank you to my family, Sarika, Aru, and Shreyas, for supporting me through this journey. Congratulations, class of 2024. Let's keep climbing. Thank you.
Thank you, Atul. I think we're going to have to recruit you for our next marketing campaign. It doesn't matter when you start climbing. What matters is that you do. Wow, that's really profound. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, graduates, so 3 people agreed with me. I'll take that. I'll take that. So, graduates, today you will be joining the impressive family of Georgia Tech alumni. This is a very diverse community of people from all over the place, from all sorts of backgrounds, but it's a community of leaders, of innovators, of thinkers and doers who are making a difference across our state, our country, and around the world. Many of them are here to celebrate your success, and nobody probably appreciates what you've accomplished more than another alum who went through it themselves. So I would like to ask for all alumni who are with us today to please stand so we can also recognize you. All alums, please stand. I love it. I love it. And I love to see some repeat customers here. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. So now to officially and formally welcome you into the Fellowship of Georgia Tech Alumni, I am pleased to introduce Tommy Harrington, an industrial management graduate from the class of 1982 and the current chair of the Georgia Tech Alumni Association Board of Trustees. Tommy?
Thank you. Good morning. As Dr. Cabrera said, I'm Tommy Harrington, a proud alumnus and chair of the Georgia Tech Alumni Association Board of Trustees. Graduates, You are now a member of one of the most powerful and coveted networks in the world, the Georgia Tech Alumni Association. You are alumni along with more than 200,000 of your closest Tech family members. While each of your pursuits is unique and the contributions of our alumni span every industry on every continent, we are proud together, proud of Georgia Tech's reputation, proud of each other's accomplishments, and proud of the hard work that went into earning your degree. We also share traits from our time at Georgia Tech. We share the ability to problem solve and persevere. When we work together to take on life's biggest challenges, we can. When we set out to change the world, we will. And when we join together to make a difference, we do. One of the biggest ways you can make a difference is through roll call. For 78 years, the Fund for Excellence has positively impacted current and future students. You may notice several graduates who are wearing roll call pins as part of their regalia, and to them we give our thanks. These students have already given to roll call to support other students in the Transforming Tomorrow campaign. And we share the value of our community. No matter where you go, you will find other Yellow Jackets along the way who will help to open doors for you. The only thing more powerful than your degree is the relationships that you take with you. We encourage you to get involved with the Alumni Association. We will provide you with job leads, networking opportunities, events on campus and in your communities, and future friendships. Georgia Tech will always be your home, and the Alumni Association is with you for a lifetime. Welcome to the family, and go Jackets.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tommy. So this weekend, we celebrate 6,400 graduates from the Georgia Tech class of 2024. It's about 1,700 bachelor's degrees, more than 4,000 master's degrees today, and 2 days ago, we graduated about 400 doctoral degrees. The master's candidates we honor today represent 73 countries. Now think about this. These scholars who are with us today together know how to build satellites and robots. They know how to build bridges and medical devices. They can create and run businesses. They can help shape better policy. They're versed in chemistry, in biology, in psychology. They can mine intelligence from complex data. They understand how markets and governments work and what our collective history teaches us about the future. They have traveled the world. They live around the world. They can communicate in dozens of languages. They have learned to listen to others, to respect what others have to say, even when they disagree, especially when they disagree. They have learned to work with and learn from people who are different from themselves. These graduates are confident, capable, creative problem solvers. They've learned the power of collaboration. They have been empowered to lead. And for all those reasons, they make me extremely hopeful about our future. But for all the potential that we have here today to make a real difference, there is something I want all of you to remember, and that is the two words on our seal: progress and service. These two words define us as a community and signify our belief in the power of innovation and ingenuity to serve a greater purpose, to improve the human condition. We don't believe in technology for its own sake, but because of its potential to help people live better lives. Now, some of you are already working or will join well-established companies and will help them do better. Others, increasingly more of you, will create your own startups. Some of you are pursuing careers in academia or in government. And I know whatever path you choose, you will be successful. But remember, your true success won't be measured by how much money you make, but by the value that you create for others. Don't get me wrong, money you will make, some of you a lot of it, And when you're rich and famous, remember our Alumni Association knows where you live. They'll come find you. And I have a beautiful building waiting for your name on it. So nothing wrong. Go make a lot of money. Yet, at the end of our journeys, what will make you proud, what will make your family and all of us proud is what you did to lift others up, what you did to make a difference in the world. So no pressure, but this is the way we like to say around here, we can do that. And I know you're ready to do just that. Today we celebrate you, your accomplishments, and your potential. And I'd like to thank you in advance for all the great things you're going to be doing. Now, joining us here in person and online, our family members, friends, colleagues whose love and support have helped make this day possible. These yellow jackets know perfectly well they wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, and for that, we thank each and every one of you. Thank you. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff members who've guided and mentored the students, so offering their time, their wisdom, their expertise to help our graduates reach their fullest potential. So will members of our faculty and staff please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you. Now I'm delighted to introduce some of the members of our leadership team who are joining me here on the platform. Please hold your applause while I introduce them when I call their names. So we have Larry Jacobs, who's our Senior Vice Provost for Education and Learning. We have Zvi Galil, who's an Executive Advisor, Professor of Computing, and a former Dean of the College of Computing. More on him later. We have David Joyner, Executive Director of Online Education and the Director of the Online Masters, and I guess he's a very well-known around here. Edmond Chow, Professor of the College of Computing. Manpreet Hora, Senior Associate Dean of the Scheller College of Business. Laura Cadonati, Associate Dean of College of Sciences. Leslie Sharp, Dean of Libraries. Tim Lewin, Interim Executive Vice President for Research. Paul Cohn, Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. Abigail Tumpe, Vice President for Institute Communications. And John Stein, Associate Vice President and the Brand Fritz Dean of Students. And our mace bearer today, Nelson Baker, who's the inaugural Dean of our 7th and newest college, the College of Lifetime Learning. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. So I know some of you may not believe it, but we are fully aware of how hard we've made you work to complete your degree. We understand the obstacles that you all overcame these past few years and congratulate you for finishing crossing the finish line. Now, some of you know this already, but I have played several different roles at Georgia Tech over the years. I have been a student, an alum, a parent, an advisor, and now I serve as president. I even found my wife, Beth, here. So I know very well that being a yellow jacket is something exceedingly special. A Georgia Tech diploma is something you will treasure for the rest of your life. It will be transformative. It was for me, and like so many students through the generations, I can proudly say that nothing that I have accomplished in life or in my career would have been possible without the opportunities I had at Georgia Tech and without the people that I met here. Now it's your turn. You are forever connected to this great institution, and we cannot wait to see the great things you will continue to do. So now it's time to look ahead, to push forward, to go out and make an impact in the world like only Yellow Jackets can. Congratulations, class of 2024. So, knowing how special this day is for you, I have brought you a treat in the form of an amazing commencement speaker. I'll introduce him more formally here, But I need to tell you that the reason why many of you are sitting and freezing with us today is because of him. Well, he didn't have anything to do with the weather, but he has a lot to do with why you're here. A few years ago, when technology really allowed us to expand education and make it accessible to the many and not just to the few, there were a few revolutionaries pop up throughout higher education, and one of them is him, Sebastian Thurn. He was really moved by the power of technology to reach many, many learners, and he found some willing partners at Georgia Tech, including then Dean of Computing, Zvi Galil, including others like David Joyner and Nelson Baker, and many others, former Dean of the College of Computing, Charles Isbell, Rich DeMillo, many other champions who didn't take no for an answer. Now, there were many people saying this ain't gonna work. It's not possible to deliver high quality online. Or if you teach too many people, what is that gonna do to our brand? We should not do this because others aren't doing that. And these people said, no, we're not gonna take no for an answer. We believe there's a better way to have an impact. And because they did that, now we have the largest, most impressive online masters in the galaxy. I used to say the biggest masters in the state, then in the country, then in the world, now in the galaxy. No one has ever found a counterexample. So there. So that's why I'm so excited about our speaker. And it is indeed my honor to introduce him to you. Now, as an adjunct professor of computer science at Georgia Tech and Stanford University, Sebastian's contribution span an extraordinary range of achievements. He is perhaps best known as a trailblazer in the realm of artificial intelligence and robotics. Through his foundational work in self-driving automobile technology, he set into motion a transformative industry that continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. Other projects he helped create, you will recognize: Google Street View, Google Glass, Google Brain, Google X, and the list goes on. These projects have demonstrated how technological breakthroughs can reshape society for the better. But his influence extends beyond technical expertise. His belief in accessible online education led to the creation of Udacity, a global e-learning platform that partnered with Georgia Tech to launch our online Master's in Computer Science degree. Our vision was to offer the same curriculum taught by world-class faculty available to anyone qualified and at a lower cost than the traditional in-person programs. 10 years ago, we launched with 380 students. Today, we have more than 15,000 students, and 12,000 people have already graduated. Together, we have demonstrated that high-quality learning can be within reach for all, regardless of location and background. It doesn't matter when you start climbing. What matters is that you do. Sebastian's career, marked by curiosity, creativity, and a passion for problem solving, has inspired students, researchers, and professionals around the globe, and we're fortunate to have him here with us today. Now, before I turn the podium to him, we have one exciting order of business to attend to, because he's receiving an honorary degree. So now you can all claim that you are classmates with him. So we are proud to bestow Georgia Tech's honorary degree. So this is how it's going to work. You need to be out front so everybody can see you. No, go there. There we go. All right. So this is what the honorary degree citation reads. The president and faculty of the Georgia Institute of Technology, to all to whom these presents may come, greeting, whereas Sebastian Thurn is a visionary educator, inventor, computer scientist, and entrepreneur. has enriched education across the globe by improving both accessibility to and the quality of lifetime learning opportunities. And as a co-founder, former CEO, and executive chairman of the online learning platform Udacity, has been an invaluable partner to Georgia Tech, playing a significant role in launching and developing the online Masters of Science in Computer Science and strengthening efforts to provide transformative educational opportunities. Now, therefore, we do hereby confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. In witness whereof the signatures of the Chancellor of the University System and the President and the Registrar of the Georgia Institute of Technology are hereto subscribed, given in Atlanta on the 14th day of December 2024. Sebastian, with this distinguished honor, we proudly recognize you on behalf of the entire Yellow Jacket community. Thank you and congratulations. Wait a second.
Dear President Carrera, dear Provost McLaughlin, dear trustees, deans, brothers V, faculty, staff, students, family, friends, and most importantly, dear class of 2024. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this moment in history. Today is not just a milestone for your graduates, but for your spouses, parents, children, the people who stood beside you as you accomplished the unspeakable. Congratulations! Let me tell you how I came to be your commencement speaker today. A little over a decade ago, I was an executive at Google, founder of Google X, Waymo, Google Brain, and also a tenured professor at Stanford University. Every year at Stanford, I taught a graduate level class on AI. But one day, I decided to take my class online. On a fateful Friday night, I sent an email to a handful of colleagues inviting their students to take my class online. And I was hoping for 100 signups. And then the unspeakable happened. Saturday morning, 5,000. Sunday, 10,000. Monday, 14,000. This was the moment when my dean learned that I was giving away Stanford education for free. So I got my phone call. In the ensuing weeks, 160,000 students signed up from 195 countries. They included a US soldier in Afghanistan, a single mother with teething infants, a gentleman on his deathbed wishing to take a final class before his death. None of them felt like Stanford students. And then 200 Stanford students graduated my class, and so did 23,000 online students. When I stack ranked those graduates, to my astonishment, the top 412 students were not at Stanford. The single strongest Stanford PhD student ranked number 413. This was a defining moment for me. I was reminded of the 1999 movie Matrix. I was handed a blue pill and a red pill. If I took the blue pill, the story would end and life would continue as normal. But if I took the red pill, I would stay in Wonderland and find out how deep the rabbit hole was. I took the red pill. I quit my tenure at Stanford. I put my Google job on hold. I always knew that education should be a fundamental, basic human right. But now I had found the genie that would help me transform every living human being on earth. Sadly, the road to innovation is littered with failures. My first one occurred when I teamed up with California State University, an organization with 485,000 students across 23 campuses. With financial support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Amazon Collective, and the National Science Foundation, we offered free, credit-bearing college classes to inner-city high school kids in schools that were too poor for AP classes. And our results were strong. We achieved the same pass rates as freshmen in college. But I had overlooked one thing, one really important thing: the teachers' unions. Unsurprisingly, the California Faculty Association took the idea of credit-bearing college classes free of charge as a declaration of war against their 23,000 faculty members whose jobs they were paid to protect. Within weeks, the faculty disallowed large online classes, and professors across the nation waged a vicious media campaign against me. The New York Times featured my misguided capitalist motives as their top Sunday news. The Financial Times declared me bankrupt. This was perhaps the most trying moment of my life. I had lost my tenure, my income, my sleep, and I was about to lose my family. But I also firmly believed in my calling. Democratizing education was the single most important thing I could do with my life. My work will give every person in the world a fair and equitable chance. My fortunes changed when I visited this campus. The then dean of the College of Computing, my brother Zvi Galil, jumped on the idea. Together, we came up with the idea to not just put courses online, but create an entire online degree for the entire world to take. So in 2014, with financial support from AT&T, and with then President Baker, then Provost Brass, Dean Baker, Mr. Joyner, and the entire faculty, we put together a world-class online degree program, the OMSCS. In 2014, we made our first 380 students. Today, total online master's enrollment stands north of 22,000, with more than 2,000 graduating today. That is amazing. Thank you. The leaders at Georgia Tech, then and now, recognize that impact cannot be measured alone by exclusivity. It is not just the caliber of the graduates that matters. It is also the number of lives touched. And that makes Georgia Tech unique. And we did more. Through Udacity, we carried online education to faraway places like Egypt, Palestine, and Nigeria, where we are now changing collectively millions of lives. The revolution started here on this campus is unstoppable. So why am I telling you all this? Because deep in my heart, I believe there are lessons in my journey that I might apply to you. First and foremost, when you pick your mission, when you know what you are meant to accomplish in your life, never give up. Never, ever give up. The road to salvation is riddled with pain. As you make the world better, the world will fight you back every step along the way. Keep believing. Keep fighting. History is only made by people who don't give up. Second, stay curious. Early in my career, I had worked so hard to get tenure at Stanford, to become a Google VP. Yet, the red pill was the one I needed to take. Sometimes, your career will choose you and not the other way around. My career clearly chose me. And finally, you have an opportunity no generation has ever faced before. You live in a singularity. Within just 2 years, the world has transformed in ways never seen before. We are now at the brink of creating an artificial general intelligence to do all the jobs people are doing today. This might sound scary, but it's also incredibly exciting. You will enter a world of limitless possibilities. I can say with confidence that today, only 1% of interesting things has been invented yet. 99% will be invented in the future. Some of you will discover cures for diseases such as cancer. Some of you will find ways to end poverty, crimes, even wars. And some of you will help reverse climate change. During your lifetime, you have the opportunity to make everything dreamed up in science fictions come true. So what is your mission? All right. Today, your mission is to celebrate as if there's no tomorrow. Hug your family, your friends, hug yourself. But tomorrow, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to be relentless in finding your own path to making the world a better place. No one can tell you where things are going. But with your commitment, your compassion, your curiosity, your service, and your love, you can become the next generation of leaders that will change the world. So, class of 2024, let me ask you 4 questions. First, are you going to celebrate today? And from tomorrow on, are you going to commit your life to make the world a better place? And as you do this, will you fight for your beliefs? And do you finally vow to never ever give up? Thank you. You are the best. Congratulations.
Whew. I hope you're as pumped up as I am. That was fantastic. Thank you, Sebastian. Now, graduates earning a degree from Georgia Tech is not a small feat. You did it. Let us take a moment to reflect on and celebrate your incredible achievement. All right, we now come to the time you've been waiting for, the conferring of your degrees. I am pleased to welcome Provost Steve McLaughlin, who will introduce the academic deans by college. The deans, in turn, will present the degree candidates.
Dean Vivek Sarkar will present candidates for the master's degrees in the College of Computing.
Candidates for Masters of Science in the College of Computing, please rise and let's all join in cheering them. President Cabrera, it is my privilege to present these exceptional candidates for these Masters of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for these degrees. They are the most innovative, technology-driven, socially responsible, often nocturnal, and lifelong mountain climbing individuals who have demonstrated unparalleled dedication in completing the rigorous requirements of these master degrees from the College of Computing. They will do all of us proud. Thank you.
Interim Dean Richard Utz will present candidates for the master's degrees in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts.
Candidates for Master of Science degrees in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts, please rise and cheer. President Cabrera, the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts provides students with knowledge and skills that enable them to work across technological and non-technological realms, to define and solve complex problems, and to develop tech savvy that distinguish them among their professional peers. Today, I have the honor of presenting you to those candidates for Master of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for these degrees.
Associate Dean Javier Irizarry will present the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Design.
Buenos dias. Candidates for Masters of Science degrees in the College of Design, please rise and cheer. Presidente Cabrera, the College of Design develops new technologies, anticipates the future of buildings and environments, and changes the way people experience art, everyday objects, and their immediate surroundings. Today, I have the distinct honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Master of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for these degrees.
Dean Anuj Mehrotra will present the candidates for master's degrees in the Scheller College of Business.
Candidates for the MBA and master's degrees in the Scheller College of Business, please rise and show us some Scheller spirit. President Cabrera, I joined the world-class faculty of the Scheller College of Business to present the candidates who will fuel economic prosperity throughout the world. These candidates for the MBA and master's degrees have been stellar at Scheller and have completed all the requirements of the degrees.
Associate Dean Carrie Shepler will present the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Sciences.
Candidates for the Master of Science degrees in the College of Sciences, please rise and cheer. Oh, thank you. President Cabrera, the College of Sciences is developing leaders and scientific solutions to improve the human condition and create a better world. Today, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for Master of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for those degrees.
Associate Dean Matthew Block will present the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Engineering.
We have a few fans. Candidates for Masters of Science degrees in the College of Engineering, please rise and cheer loudly. President Cabrera, not only is the College of Engineering the largest in the country, it is also consistently ranked among the nation's top engineering programs with a reputation as a global leader and innovator. Today, I have the honor and the privilege of presenting to you those candidates for Masters of Science degrees who have completed the requirements for these degrees. Congratulations, everyone.
All right. Will all graduates please rise? And hold on to your caps. Woo! Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Georgia Institute of Technology and by authority of the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I now confer upon each of you a master's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Graduates, to symbolize your achievement, you may now move the tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left. Please join me in congratulating these impressive new graduates of Georgia Tech. So I know the festivities won't end here. No, later you will have the opportunity to celebrate your degrees in your respective college. Right now, I ask that you remain standing as the President's Party recesses. Then I invite all of you to join in the singing of the greatest fight song in the world, the Rambling Wreck from Georgia Tech. Graduates should remain in their seat until the conclusion of the fight song. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful day.
O sons of Tech, arise, behold, the banner as it reigns supreme, for from on high the white and gold waves in its triumphant gleam. The spirit cheering throng resounds with joy, revealing a brotherhood in praise and song, in memory of the days gone by. O Zion of the Southlands, in our hearts you shall forever fly. O sons of Tech, arise, behold, the banner as it reigns supreme, for from on high the white and gold waves in its triumphant gleam. The spirit of the cheering throng resounds with joy, revealing a brotherhood in praise and song, in memory of the days gone by. O Zion of the Southland, in our hearts you shall forever fly. Go right now. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. A hell of an engineer. Like all the jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey clear. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Oh, if I had a daughter, sir, I'd dress her in white and gold. I'd put her on the campus to cheer the brave and bold. And if I had a son, sir, I'd tell you what he'd do. He would yell, "To hell with Georgia," like his daddy used to do. Oh, if I had a barrel of rum and sugar 3,000 pounds, a college bench play and a cup and stir it round, I drink to all the guns and gals who come from far and near. I'm a rambling, gambling, hell of an engineer. I'm a rambling, gambling, hell of a, 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 hell of an engineer. An engineer.
Thank you for joining us for Fall Commencement. College of Computing graduates and guests, you are welcome to remain in the stadium. The College of Computing ceremony will start at 11 a.m. All other graduates going to college ceremonies, please head out the tunnel towards Callaway Plaza. We have volunteers and staff who will help direct you to your next campus celebration. Thank you for joining us today. We look forward to starting the College of Computing ceremony in Bobby Dodd at 11 a.m. Thank you so much.